Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a sketchbook tour. I finished my sketchbook today and I'd like to show you because I don't know, I thought it'd be fun. I got my chamomile tea here, good for the cold, dry weather, just something to soothe my throat. I always seem to get dry throat when I'm recording, and of course there's a hair in it. That's nice. Yeah, I'd like to show you my sketchbook today. I have the ELO sketchbook. This is my first time using it. It's been used since August 4th, 2019, so it took over a year to finish this. Yes, I am super slow. The word I would use to describe this sketchbook is experimental because I was just learning that doing aesthetic sketchbooks was a thing. All my old sketchbooks were just like a separate illustration on each page, but this time I was like, okay, I want to use what I've seen from other artists on YouTube where they actually make spreads and they do sketches. It was very challenging at the start because I wasn't sure what to do or what my style was. And so yeah, I'd like to show you my journey today. I'm on the floor in my room because I don't know where else would look aesthetically pleasing. I've already recorded half of this video and it wasn't filming, so we're just gonna go with it, guys. On the front, I have some stickers from my Teespring store. I decided to order some samples and put it on my sketchbook. I thought it would personalize it, and I think it does. It kind of is like, oh, this is my sketchbook. So yeah, I like that, and I'll probably put more stickers on the cover next time. Let's begin. The beginning stuff is so cringy. I just have to say it now. It's very old. August 4th, 2019. I was very into drawing with waffles at the time, so I wanted to try doing a introduction page. That's like sketchbook number 8. So yeah, here it is with Emerald's old design with white hair and this very cringy Meet the Artist. I'm not going to read all the stuff, but you can pause if you want. There's probably a lot of spelling errors. I don't care. Before I begin also, I'd like to give my critiques on the sketchbook for any of you that are curious about the ELO sketchbook. So my final thoughts were that I really enjoyed that the pages lay flat and that you can draw on both sides. But my critiques are that I really dislike the square format, and I also don't like how smooth the paper is. But other than that, I love everything about this sketchbook. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and alright, here we go. It's really, it's so old, it's hard for me to share my old art. I've never done it on YouTube before, but here we are. So on the first page, I felt like I needed to fill every inch of blank page that there was, and I did. So we have an emerald here and some emeralds up there, and me with my dog Max. On this page I have some sketches. I was trying to do some emotions from my Jewel Sister characters. This sketchbook is kind of an evolution of their character designs as well, so this was right when I was first kind of drawing them as humans before transitioning, well, like drawing them as humans after I was really into their anthro designs. We have opal, peridot, zircon, ruby, diamond, topaz, and amethyst. Am I gonna name every character as we go along? Probably. This page was extremely ambitious. I wanted to just fill everything, and you will notice that there is no other page in the sketchbook as busy. So we got lots of stuff going on here. Very much full. These are the Jewel Sisters with their anthro designs. We got garnet. This is my favorite part of the picture. Just take that and that's all. We got emerald, pearl, aquamarine, diamond, ruby, opal, topaz, zircon, amethyst, sapphire, and peridot. So got the whole gang there. For opal, this is the first time I used Copic markers for the sketchbook, and it definitely bleeds through. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, that's what it is. But this is her old design. She has rainbow hair now, but I do still miss her blonde hair. On this page, I was practicing my skills at drawing anime style. So yeah, these are all kind of referenced from Pinterest photos I've seen. These sticky notes and stuff I placed there later on because the blank space was annoying me. So I really do like this random doodle of Topaz. This is her with her dark hair when she used to have it. On this side, I have storyboards for an animation idea. This is the only time I do this in the sketchbook. I transitioned to like a little cheap paper notebook thing for doing storyboards now, but this was a fun experimental idea for reflection animation, so maybe one day I'll do that. I've been cooking up some more ideas, but it's kind of sad that I haven't done anything since August 12th, 2019. I really love this page. This is mostly of Diamond, so all of these are Diamond, and then we got a little scene right here of Aquamarine and Pearl, doing schoolwork, and Pearl's very uptight and well organized, but Aquamarine is very messy and all over the place. And on this side, I have some hairstyle ideas for the Jewel Sisters, my gals. So yeah, just some experimental ideas. This is the first time I've tried sticky notes on the paper when you mess up, so I really enjoyed trying that out for the first time. It gives it a nice contrast. On this page, I have some highlighter doodles of Zircon as her anthro design and her human design. This is the first time I've gotten highlighters for a sketchbook, and I really enjoyed using highlighters a lot more later on in the sketchbook because they don't bleed through, so that's really nice. On this page, we got some decu doodles. Back when I was really into My Hero Academia. This is a referenced thing right here. I did not come up with this, but all the doodles on the side I definitely originally did, so I was proud of that, but I think it's a cute page still. Yes, the first time I tried Posca pens. This post got so many likes on Instagram. I think it's because the colors are just so fun and vibrant. I really do love this one. So this is Emerald in their old design with white hair, and these are some My Hero Academia doodles on the side. And then we got Jet and Amethyst. Their old designs a bit. I like this page. This is a cute one. I really hate this page. I'm gonna say it now. This random doodle right here is what I got the idea for this one, so there's that random fact. A lot of people loved this page on Instagram. This is the evolution of Amethyst design. I'll definitely need to make a new one with her newest design as well, so this is all anthro designs. But yeah, I like this page. I think it's very cute. This one, I absolutely dislike it. I didn't know what I was going for. Oh, yes, so I sketched a lot of ToonZees or Z's on this page, as you can see, and I was hoping to use Copic markers or at least trace the sketches, and then I lined it on the wrong side of the marker paper, and so it turned out a lot worse than I expected, so I colored it on this side and then flipped it over. I don't know, don't take advice from me. I was just trying to experiment, but yeah, there's this little flappy page. It's cute, whatever. I do really love this one. I was at a coffee shop when I did this, so it's Zircon Gender Bent. I wanted to know what she would look like as a dude, and I think she looks just as cool as a dude as she does a gal, so there's that, and these are some concept ideas, but yeah, I really enjoyed making this page. Oh, this one was fun. I liked just doodling my girls for fun. Whenever I get to draw the girls, it's always enjoyable for me, so in school uniforms especially. So they used to be in a school setting all together, not really anymore, but yeah, I think it's still a cute design. And then I was coming up with concepts for hairstyles, and I really loved how this one looked for Sapphire, and so I did it multiple times on this page because I thought it was really cute. This is all with like watercolor, and I also inked it with those ink pens. It was the first time I tried that, and it was really fun. Oh, I like this page. So I'll start here. This is just a sketch that turned into an illustration of Ruby as like some sassy scientist or something. And then a random peridot doodle just to fill the space. And I really love this page. So what I did is I at the time had just gotten some My Hero Academia manga from the bookstore, and I really admired his art style, and I wanted to reference it for myself to just kind of learn his method and like what he does, and I absolutely love the lines and the sharpness of it. This one I did all with like the dipping inks, so that was really fun to try. I felt like I was an actual manga artist because I was dipping the pen in the ink and then like doing it on here, but I love how this turned out. It's cute. This is just to protect the pencil from smudging because the pages are so thin, not thin but smooth, and so it smudges. I got some thoughts about this page. I tried to make it aesthetically pleasing, but it's just a mess. I really wanted to use Copic markers, so my idea was to draw a bunch of little characters on marker paper, cut them out, and then glue them in here. And so I did that, and it was definitely fun to do that, but the backgrounds just got all chaotic for sure. But yeah, so we got an old design of Pearl, Amethyst, and Jet holding a Cocker Spaniel, which is like a reference to Amethyst's old design because she was a Cocker Spaniel. This was an idea for an animation that never came to me, which is kind of sad. This is all done with inks. I was testing out like dipping a brush into the ink with water, and it was really fun to try that. I like this ToonZee. This is Z, by the way. Illustration. We got my dog Max, Diamond. This is like a redo of the sketch back here. I really liked this one, so I wanted to do it again here. This is another character I haven't used in ages. I forgot his name. Zach. I think it's Zach, Z's brother. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Oh yes! Here we go, guys. This is when I became a BTS stan. Let me just take a sip of tea right now. From here on forward, things are gonna get a little bit obsessive because when I dove into BTS, I dove in. So like these are just some random doodles. Garnet, very weird design of opal. But yes, I had so much fun doing this page. I hadn't drawn realistic faces in ages, and it was weird to like try it again after so long and figuring out that I actually could do it. It was like a unknown skill. I didn't know I had the ability to draw realistic faces, but at the time Jimin was my bias, and so I was like, he's so cute and everything. I did this one first and this one, and then the others kind of flew in. So we got Jimin, RM, Jin, Jungkook, Taeyang, J-Hope, Jimin, but it looks a lot like RM, Taeyang, and another Jimin. I'm very obsessed, but I like this page. It's cute, it's soft. And on the next page, I tried to do BTS in my own art style, so I don't really love how it turned out. I liked this one, Cookie. That's why I lined it. I really like this sketch of Diamond. So this is around the time when I did the Bloom animation. I was sketching out ideas, and I really loved how this looked, so that's what I based it off of, and it's very aesthetically pleasing. Some Ruby concept art. I wasn't really sure how to draw her hair. I was really struggling with her design, so those are just some concept art. And then we got some Sapphire concept art when I was kind of figuring out how I wanted her new hair to look, which is the like choppy blue that you've seen in the hip animation. Let's see if this will stay. These are some concepts for Bloom as well that I was cooking up and stuff, and just for Diamond's backstory and everything. And this is Peridot. I like that one, it's cute. This is random hair and Sapphire. On this page, I was drawing some ideas for Say So animation with Opal. This is a time when I was just obsessed with the song Mikros Cosmos from BTS, and I just picture Opal. This is like Opal's song, so she's saying like Shine, Dream, Smile from the song, and that was the first time I drew her with rainbow hair, and I was kind of coming up with some ideas. I don't like this one, but I had to go somewhere. These are all references from Pinterest, but I wanted to kind of experiment with being a little more loose with my style, because I was getting a little bit tied up and making things perfect. So I wanted to be a bit rough. So I took my highlighter and did some shapes, and then I drew pencil on top, and I really enjoy how it looks. I think it's really nice. And this page got a lot of likes on Instagram. People like it. I do too. This is a reference from Pinterest. This is a reference from Pinterest, and I don't think these ones are. So, and these are references as well, but I did my own colors for the hair. So I wanted to take a template, like some random thing I found on Pinterest, and do the colors the way I might have seen them for my characters. So first time, I was like, this is Opal. This has to be Opal. Opal has to have rainbow hair. So that's how I figured that out. And these are with Posca pens, by the way. I really like how these turned out. They're cute. I don't like this page. It's very just all over the place. I didn't have a plan, but I was trying to draw my characters as kids. This is a picture of a drawing that I did for a friend that I printed out. What's up, Jimin? Y'all, prepare yourself. The next page is it's my favorite page in this entire sketchbook. So prepare yourself, because I love it a lot. This was done this year in January, and I absolutely love this page so much because, I don't know, it just flows together so well. But yeah, let's just get a close-up, shall we? Because they're kind of light, but we got RM, Suga. I really love how Suga came out. He's so cute. We got Jimin, and my friends picked out all these pictures for me to draw because I needed prompts. We got a JK, Cookie, and we got Jin, and then J-Hope, and V. I really, really like this one. Just gonna leave that here. This was during the same day that I drew the previous page, so I was just doing some random doodles of Opal, Sapphire, and Zircon, and then a baby Jin. That's a really ugly sketch, but I love this doodle of Zircon. It's so cute. Like, I don't know how I did it, but she just looks so sweet in this one too. I love her eyes. I hate this page. I'm just gonna say right now, I really dislike this page. I had no plan for it. See, this is when I was reaching my art block, you could say, where I wasn't really happy with any of the sketches I was making. Really wasn't loving it. And I tried doing the thing that I've seen a ton of artists do where they like draw a dance out. This was during the hip meme sort of that I was making, and I wanted to just draw the dance out. It was hard. It was hard to do. And this is just a random doodle, and then I tried doing a Sapphire character sheet. Yeah, her and her long nails. I really think it's cute. I don't know. Oh, I do like this page. I was getting a bit better here. This is a reference from Pinterest, but this is Emerald, just drawing her in some new styles, and I love these of Amethyst and Jet. They're so cute. These two are referenced, but I just think they're really cute. I'm happy with how they came out. Oh, these are some wings doodles, and it looks like an actual college student sketchbook, because it's like rough and gesture-y and stuff, but I do think it's cool. Oh, I hate this page so much. Yeah, we're just gonna move on. Oh, this is a fun one. So I did a Jungkook pencil drawing. It's been a while since I did like a real pencil drawing, and that was fun. And I did this on top to protect it, but also drew on top like their Map of the Soul 7 album, so I thought that was kind of cohesive and fitting. We got a Sapphire drawing from the hip animation that I did, and these are some character designs for my friends, because I was kind of trying to personify my friends and see like how I would draw them if they were characters of mine, and I'm still working on that and stuff. And this is the first sketch I did of all of them as characters and stuff. I like this so So this is a random doodle that I used for an illustration later on. These are just some Posca pen doodles. I was trying to fix my art block by putting something on a page to just feel better about it. I did this little V doodle and this Jimin doodle, and this is a random RM doodle as well that I went back and did. So you can see 418 and then this is 728. So I went back and filled the space because there were some storyboard ideas behind him, but I think it looks way better like that. It's something to draw your eye to. Still in my art block phase, but yeah, I tried drawing Jimin, but it looks like Felix from Stray Kids, which I don't mind because Felix from Stray Kids he's awesome. So back from this page, this little doodle, and I made a big picture of it of Peridot and Aquamarine from the parrot dancing animation. I just thought I'd do a little throwback to that time of my life. This is when I was trying to see what my characters will look like as dudes. These little doodles are sketches of figurines that I've painted, and they were above my desk, and I saw them and I was like, oh, I kind of want to draw that, so I drew them out. And I was gonna do all of them, but then it kind of faded off into the distance and I didn't like them. This page I think is really cute. This is Onyx's old design from Babseed. I thought I'd do a little throwback to that, but I do really love this page. This is kind of when I was getting into drawing with highlighters and pen, because it feels so much more fitting to how I draw and stuff. So I like this page. This is a Ruby concept art drawing. This is an Opal drawing. It's a sketch idea for a prima donna girl animation, but I'll never do it because it's copyrighted. But if I could animate a music video to Prima Donna Girl, it would be Opal's theme song. Oh, this is a cute one. So this is Zircon and Emerald. I drew Zircon with fluffy curly hair just to give it a try. I thought it was cute. And then I drew a little Emerald and a Ruby. Oh yes, haha, J-Hope. Everyone was drawing this picture on Instagram, so I had to do it myself. I was a bit late, but I really love how it looks. We got a Garnet and a Peridot as well. I think that's really cute too. And some more concept art stuff of a Jet. This is Jet and Amethyst together because they're so cute. And a cherry blossom tree because the No Place meme was kind of being made around this time and I wanted to pay an homage and kind of sketch what I was animating. That seems to be a common theme. And here we have some more Jungkook, because ultimately my bias is Jungkook. I mean, my first bias was Jungkook, but then Jimin happened and then it's always been Jungkook in my head. So I drew today actually to fill this space because I didn't want to draw anymore. I just put some Japanese stuff that I've been learning on there. It's not really, it doesn't mean much, but it's just to fill the space. And on this side we have some more Cookie doodles because I really like those photos of Cookie because it's just so cute. Now we're getting into the phase where I started learning to improve my art skills. So not just drawing characters for fun, but actually wanting to improve for college and portfolio reasons. So I watched ice skating videos and I just paused it and drew the pose that I saw. And I do really like this page. At first I did not, but now I really do. I just think it's so fun and fluid and all over the place. So I really enjoy it. And I was continuing that. This is a day after doing more. It's not as good as the other one, but I like these two. These ones are good. I like those. And some more figure drawing / action poses. I would pause a video and draw these. So I paused a video, drew this, and I paused a video and do that. Same with that one. These ones are drawn from photos that I saw online. So there's that. And here as well. These are all from photos online. I like this one a lot. I think I've seen more people draw this from the same reference, but you know what? It's fine. I think it's really nice. I like it. And these are just some random ones I was practicing as well. This page, I do really like this page because of the colors. This one, I finished this one out because it was my favorite. I just love the pants and how I was able to get the folds right, you could say. But yeah, some more practicing, you could say, with figure drawings. Drawing my dogs. I wanted to practice them more, so here's a little doodle of my doggies, Abby and Max. And these are some concept art designs for boy characters. I hate this page. I tried fixing it a little bit today because it's just so ugly. A lot of people loved this on Instagram. This is a concept art page of me doodling some ideas for new boy characters. I was with my friends and we were going back and forth with ideas of what to do for a guy character in my story world. So those are some ideas. And continuing on to the next page, I was taking the ones I liked from before and drawing them again and drawing them again and seeing what I liked. And I do love this one so much. I don't have a name for him yet, but we'll see. The Jet and Amethyst page during the No Place era, sort of. So here I have some sketch ideas for Diamond's clothing. This is a sapphire doodle, and these are some just guy character sketches. And here we're getting to today. So this is a new character I designed. Her name is Shoko. I really love how it turned out. I just picked up a pen and drew some sketches, and somehow it didn't look ugly. So here we are. And today, actually, I sat down and doodled some Diamond. So yeah, animating her currently inspired me to draw her. So I drew her. I think she's cute. And I really wanted to finish my sketchbook, so I cranked out as much as I could. And I feel like you can see a lot of improvement just from me doing a bunch today, but I really like the spread that I did just a few hours ago. And I'm excited for my next sketchbook because I feel like it's gonna look a lot like this. It's no longer gonna be a mush of experimentation, but a lot more of this. And I'm excited to start because I feel like I've finally found what my style is. I found out what I like to do. I found out what works for me. And that's the goal. That was the goal of this sketchbook, was to figure out what I wanted to do composition-wise. I just did this really fast, and I feel like when you draw fast without thinking, your style really shows. So this is just my raw style, as it is. No inspiration, just straight from my head. Yeah, and here we are, the last pages. I was straining myself to draw Z because I was like, what do I do for this last page? But I drew Z. I haven't drawn a lot of her in this sketchbook, so here she is. And then this is Emerald saying goodbye. She says sayonara, which is goodbye in Japanese. Do I feel like I've grown? I do feel like I've grown. So that's a relief. I feel like I've grown a little. Am I proud of this sketchbook? Not really. I was confused as to what I was doing and stuff. But near the end and stuff, I feel like I kind of got a grip on what I was doing. Am I gonna miss it? No, I'm not gonna miss this sketchbook. I'm so happy I'm moving on. I've had this for way too long. It's time to get a new one. If you were new here and you watched through the end, thank you so much for sticking around for the first time, and subscribe because I make animation videos and more art related content, and I just love talking and all that and chatting with you all. Follow me on Instagram. I'll have the link in the description. It's _ToonZee_. I post all of the stuff I make in my sketchbook, like all of these things I've basically posted on my Instagram. So go follow Instagram to just follow me along my sketchbook journey, and you'll get updates on there whether or not I bought a new one and what I've done in it so far. Be sure to check out my Patreon. I'll have the link on the screen at the end of the video. On there I release work in progress content and videos before anyone else can see them on YouTube. I share a lot of my sketching process digitally. Become a Patreon and support the channel. Check out the links in the description. Check out the info below if you have any questions, because I have some common asked questions and I'll leave them down below. Hope you all have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Toodles!